Hello friends. Good morning. Welcome to our channel, Clinosol Research. Please do subscribe and comment below for other topics you needed, like and
Now, biggest question, how pharmacists can work in IT sector? Most of questions are related to this. So, is this a different field? Is this a separate industry? Or those questions came into picture. Now, what happened? IT companies. You name any IT company. So now I'll give one classic example. Google. Okay, Google is a number one company in the world, and Google has developed systems. Google has developed systems where it can assess the patient history and provide details that when you will have heart attack. So that's something which they are doing a research. I think Sundar Pichai has recently given one statement how artificial intelligence is implementing in terms of healthcare of the patient. So now IT companies are back of clinical research because we are not going to collect any data in paper. So we are stopping studies on paper. We are going on to the systems, on to the databases. I think before 2 months or 3 months, no one would have expected that there will be a live session by Mujib and we will be attending from home. But situation has came such that everyone is sitting at home and they are enjoying the learnings. So that's happened because of COVID. We have understood that we have to change our mentality. How can I listen to a live session? How can I attend from a remote location? How can I get the same knowledge, same aspects by sitting at home? So that's where we have to grow up. So now all IT companies have invested so much money on particularly of drug discovery. How the testing of human beings are being done, how the data is being captured, how the data is being given to all companies, all those aspects we are looking at IT companies. Now you name any IT company, they are hiring pharmacist. Absolutely no doubt about it. And pharmacist is preferenced for clinical research. Now PharmDs. Okay, now biggest question, PharmDs. What is the aspects and jobs and all those things. So I'll not focus on only one aspect today. I'll be speaking about most of aspects because PharmDs have a lot of questions. I'll be answering those questions in Q&A also. So now PharmDs can work in Deloitte. PharmDs can work in Oracle. Who can work in Accenture. See, one simple answer. You see Mujib, right? Mujib is me. And now I have worked in Accenture, I have worked in Cognizant, and I have worked in Oracle. Now when you work on IT companies, you have that kind of lifestyle where you wanted to enjoy your weekends, Saturday, Sundays, and you wanted to have a lot of parties and work from homes and no logins, no logouts. Anytime you go, anytime you come, whatever you want to wear, you can wear. T-shirts, jeans, whatever you want to wear, and you wanted to enjoy that free food, free lunch, any dishes. All these things are there in IT companies and you are being demanded. Okay, being a pharmacologist, I was being reported with IITs. So the computer science IITs were being reporting to me. And I was telling that I want this data. I want the patient comorbidities, medical histories, when it happened, and after that, what is the adverse event, what is the link between medical histories and adverse events. These all terms, as a pharmacist, as a clinical research professional, we have to tell to a IT person. Rather than IT person can understand these all things. So this is what is a pharmacist. So be happy that we came into the pharmacy area, and IT companies are looking for all pharmacists. Either it is PharmD, B Pharm or M Pharm. And remember guys, one more very happiest situation for all pharmacists, clinical research professionals. COVID has given us such a story that you may earn money or you may not earn money. If you don't have new drugs, new medicines for the diseases, you can't survive. So it means that clinical research is growing like anything after COVID also. Now people are looking like anything, educated, uneducated, known, not known. Everyone wants one thing, vaccine for corona. And if you are working in clinical research, you can bring up a new vaccine. So that's where the happiest situation for all pharmacists, PharmDs and B Pharms and M Pharms and all those aspects. So now you have wonderful jobs. And one more aspect which I wanted to concentrate, do we need to have a knowledge on SQL, C language, or C sharp, or Java? These are the questions which are generally being asked. So remember guys, I have not learned any languages in my life. I know only few languages, which is English and Hindi and Telugu. I don't know Java or C language. I don't know all these languages. We know how the patient data has to be collected, and how it should look in the system, and how it should look in the system. Okay, so now that you have to understand, but we don't know. See, you use Gmail, yes or no? Now do you know how Gmail works backend? Do we need to know how Gmail works in backend to know how we send a mail? Everyone knows how to send a mail because we are users. The person who is developing the Gmail are the IT people, and we don't need to learn all these things. So it's a simple fact, but it's a myth that we have to learn programming language to go into these industries. It's a myth. It's a complete myth. So we should have a good knowledge on clinical research, absolutely. But here I am putting one condition apply. The persons who are very much adaptive for new technologies. I think some of my students have given a couple of publications, wonderful publications, wearable in clinical trials, artificial intelligence in drug discovery. If these people are thinking in that level of technology advancement, now as a pharmacist, PharmDs, B.Pharm, M.Pharm, if you start thinking in that lines, never look back against that. You will have wonderful jobs because you know how to use the databases. You know how to use the systems. Okay, but no need of learning technology. But yes, we have to know how technology works. If we don't know how technology works, so how do you know that this data has to be collected? So be ready for adaptive. Any one of us have started using mobile before 20-30 years? No one has taught us. But everyone now are using phones. Everyone are telling new things. I think sometimes I don't know most of things. My student explained me that, sir, this is how you have to do. So some people, when I asked my students how to use Snapchat, so I really don't know what is Snapchat also. So they started explaining, this is how, sir. So our students, your generation is absolutely ready to adapt technologies. And you just have to focus on adapting technologies. That's it. So that is where you don't need to learn systems, you don't need to learn programming languages, but somehow you have to know about electronic system, how the data is being collected electronically. So that is what you have to understand. And next point, careers.
We will be covering more important aspects of clinical research. Stay tuned and to get updates on our future videos. Please do like, comment and subscribe to our channel. And learn the clinical research knowledge just by sitting at home safe on your fingertips.